Three of business environment, which is about evaluate and address enterprise environmental factor change impact on a scope, which means any government policies change, which means any new regulations are coming, new compliances are coming, strategic objectives have changed for the organization, employment situations have changed for the organization, project manager is changed, uh, different products are coming in the market, your competitors are launching similar products. All these things will be the part of this task, that how you should act when you see this. So when we are looking for the business environment, we need to continually review our business environment, which means whenever we are completing the phase or the iteration, we need to check. That's why we reprioritize the product backlog. That's why we keep looking at the new changes coming in the phases at the end of the phase. So we can actually be on the top of it. So we shouldn't be doing anything which will waste our resources. So let's go and solve the question related to this. So midway through execution, a new regulation is announced that affects data retention policies. The law becomes effective in 4 months. What should the PM do first? Immediately redesign the solution architecture, document the change and perform a structured impact analysis, escalate to executive leadership without analysis, pause the project until regulation is finalized. So this one is answering this task, assess and prioritize impact on project scope because of the change in business environment. So this is the enabler for this task. Let's go next. A competitor release a disruptive feature that shifts customer expectations. So your predictive project is 60% complete. When you read the word disruptive features, so can you make disruptive features and predictive? Is it easy, doable? No, right? So you have to try experimentation, you have to try something, and you have to go beyond that limit. So maybe we need to go and change our project approach from predictive to hybrid to deliver that thing. But here the question is about what is the most appropriate action? Continue original scope, reassess business case and evaluate scope change, immediately add competitor feature to scope, cancel the project. We do not, we can cancel the project if the risk is beyond the appetite of the stakeholders. They don't want to take that risk. If you will add a similar feature, there is no benefit of adding it. If you will continue, it means your product will never be competitive in the market. So based upon that information, B is actually the correct answer. So yes, all of you are correct. Very good. Let's go next. A geopolitical conflicts impact supply chain for a component used in your product backlog. Delivery delays are likely, but not yet confirmed. What should the PM do next? It's a risk or an issue. We are talking about risk or an issue. Delivery delays are likely, but not yet confirmed. Even after reading you are saying issue, then you need to go and revisit your risk learning. What should the PM do next? Remove dependent backlog items immediately. Monitor situation without documentation. Identify exposure and reprioritize backlog items. Escalate directly to regulatory authorities. Because the question is about risk, so we will answer the question which is answering the risk. Very good. Let's go next. New technology emerges that could significantly reduce operating cost, but requires redesign of completed modules. Redesign of completed module. Additional efforts. What should the PM do first? Conduct structured impact assessment, perform formal impact evaluation on a scope, immediately integrate new technology, reject new technology to avoid disruption. This word is not okay. I will not say for whom. You will tell me. This word for whom, who could do or who could take action for this? Benefit realization. Product owner or sponsor, yes. Program manager. Customer will not be the part of it. Don't take the name of the customer for these things, please. So yes, this does not belong to project manager. So project manager authority is with alignment, not realization. Realization is the accountability of the sponsor and program managers. Next, an agile team discovers that market demand is shifting towards premium features rather than basic functionality. What is the most appropriate action? Market demand is external enterprise environmental factor. Continue, cancel, collaborate, or escalate. We will never continue. We will not cancel it. Best is work with the stakeholder. We have to work with the stakeholders. So yes, C is correct. Very good. Next, environmental standards cited during construction execution. Change in external enterprise environmental factor. What is the most appropriate response? Ignore, reduce, escalate, or adjust. We don't ignore anything. You cannot do this. And it makes no sense. So yes, correct answer is A. Very good. Your organization operates in a highly volatile market. So if you remember, we have Pastoral to perform risk analysis. We have TICOP to do this part, and we have to do VOCA. Can you guess that this statement goes to which one? Or better to be working? Exactly, VOCA. VOCA is volatile uncertainty, right? External shifts frequently alter strategic directions. Whenever strategic directions are changing, you have to align the benefits. This is you do as a project manager. Program manager also do the same thing. What is the most appropriate approach to manage scope impact? Conduct environmental scans only during initiation. Integrate continuous environmental review into governance. Ignore minor shifts. Escalate every minor change to executive level. Surely compliance will never be ignored. Uh, They have hired you to do this. Why you will keep reaching to them? So better answer is yes, be here. So keep highlighting these words. That will help you to answer the question easily. Let's go next. External economic downturn reduces projected revenue by 40%. The project still technically meets scope baseline. What should the PM do first? You are doing the work. It's exactly you are doing the efforts, but results are not coming up. So when you are doing the work, results are not coming out. When you are solving the questions, but your result is not improving, what you should do? Please answer this. Don't answer the question. You keep solving the questions, but result is not improving. What should you do? Retros or root cause analysis, cause and effect diagram, right? Or 5 why. Continue, reassess, reduce, or delay. So answer is exactly the same as your words. Next, a new threat emerges. It's our daily life. They keep appearing. We have many softwares available for that part, requiring additional security controls not included in the backlog. So we are talking about a risk or an issue? Risk. And guidelines for dealing with emergent risk are defined in which document? That how emergent risk will be handled exactly in the risk management plan. So based upon risk management plan, when you see the word how, automatically you should have the word management plan in your mind. Don't try to manipulate the things. What is the most appropriate recommendation? Surely we know the procedure. Looking at the risk management plan, if it is in the appetite, we will add it in the risk register, and then we will prioritize it, whether in adaptive, whether in predictive. We prioritize the risk register after qualifying, which means performing qualitative analysis or and if required quantitative analysis. If it is predictive, so we have to find a proper response, appropriate response. It's a negative threat. So what are the responses for negative risk? Can you please put it on the chat window? What are the responses for the negative risk or threats? How many of you remember them? For negative, I'm not asking for positive. Exploit is positive. What are the responses for threats? Risk responses for threats. Exactly. Avoid, mitigate, transfer. By paying some premium, transfer the ownership of the risk to the third party, like insurance. Take some action so it can come in their appetite. Avoid means change the plan. You don't want to take risk. Change project management plan. And in both cases, if you cannot do anything, escalate to the appropriate level or accept the risk. When we accept the risk, we have two: active acceptance, which means we acknowledge the risk and we allocate contingency reserves, or it could be passive acceptance. We know that's very low probability, so we will handle it with the workarounds, which will be funded by the management reserve. Now you have the revision of risk also for this. Please answer the question. Exactly. A is better answer. To know how much risk is involved, we perform an iteration called as Can you please answer this? True, no? Yes. How much risk is involved? We perform an iteration called as spike. It could be risk-based spike or architecture-based spike. Very good. Next, a merger announcement changes corporate strategic priorities. Surely it happens. Your project's outcome may no longer align fully with new directions. So when you see this, you have two options. What are the two options? Before reaching to the answers or options, what two options should come in your mind? Surely the first step is what? Analyze. After analyzing, you can, after analyzing, what you can do? No, it already says no longer align. When you are using the word no longer align, so what's the benefit of reprioritizations? The two options left are terminate or change to realign. There is no third option. We will never continue. We will stop like the phase gate meeting. We will look at the business case. We look at the project charter. And if we feel at any time it's not happening, so we should be the first one to announce that, hey, it's not working. Let me know what to do. Terminate the project, continue execution until formally stopped, escalate immediately without assessment, conduct a strategic alignment review, and present impact analysis. Is it your decision to announce? You will take this decision? No. So it cannot be the answer. And you cannot ignore anything. And this word doesn't help us to do that. So better answer is only one, which is D. Great. Perfect. So that was the end of task 3. That keep evaluating and addressing change in enterprise environmental factor for scope.